Well, hello there. I don't have anybody that pays attention or listens to me on these things hardly, but I try to be a peaceful man. I try to be a peacemaker. That goes along with my belief in God and Jesus Christ, because we're supposed to be peacemakers. And I've been watching all these things that's been going on, these college campuses, and all this stuff about destroy Israel. All them congressmen back there and that House of Representatives, they passed this thing about whatever it was, Ukraine money, another 61 billion or something to go to Ukraine. And it's all a big show, but they did that, and then they was in there waving them Ukrainian flags, I think it was, all over the place. Well, them people out there on them college campuses carrying around and they're hauling around all them Hamas flags. They say Palestinians, but what they're actually doing is they're supporting Hamas, because nobody really realizes how many Arabs live in Israel. Nobody pays attention how many of those people living in Gaza are Arabs that really don't want to kill Israelis. So nobody pays attention to that. But what there is, I know. I'll go back here. I'm going to talk because I can speak about God and Jesus Christ. And when I do that, I can talk about Satan, about the devil, about Lucifer, Beelzebub, whatever you want to call the feller. Now, everybody says, oh, there is no devil. That's just a makeup of these people. Oh, no, that's not. Well, there is. I got news for you. There is a God. There is a Jesus Christ who is the Son of God. And there is a Satan, a devil, a Lucifer, who is opposite. Because there is opposition in all things. Now, I'll also say there are but two churches, just two. There are but two churches on this earth, in this world. One of them is the Church of God. Now, that can be several different things according to various upbringings and ancestral teachings and everything else. Now mine, I view it as God and Jesus Christ. And Jesus Christ is the Word of God. He was the Lamb that was set apart to be sacrificed so that man could return to the presence of God sometime. All right, now see. Now, Jesus Christ got this work he's doing for the Father. Now, this other dude, this Lucifer, this Beelzebub, whatever you want to call him, has been set up, chose to be opposition to Jesus Christ. And in the real context of things, all good comes from God. All evil, all lies, all everything like that is bad for man comes from Satan. So we've got these two forces in opposition in all things. Now people talk about how over the last period of time, good has become evil, and evil has become good. Wrong has become right, and right has become wrong. Well, you go back and you look and you pay attention. Go to that Congress back there in the United States of America. Go to that President of the United States of America. Go to that Supreme Court of the United States of America and just pay attention. What is good for mankind? I had a real problem. When I was a child, I wanted to join the Navy. See, I was born in 1945, and that was the end of the war against Germany and against Japan. Okay? And that started the Cold War with Russia in East and West Germany, East and West Berlin, with that wall. Okay, well, I wanted to join the Navy, and I was taught all the time, patriotic, Constitution loving. I used to tell you almost everything that was in the Constitution. My age, and I haven't read it enough, I've forgot a lot of it. But then I was in the Navy, and boy, I thought that was great. And then I joined in August of '63. And in February of '65, I was on a ship that was over in the Spashy Channel between mainland China and the Philippines. We were steaming in there. I was on an old World War II carrier for anti-submarine warfare stuff. And all of a sudden, we got orders to steam to the Gulf of Tonkin and set up an anti-submarine warfare thing out there. Guard against submarines coming in and causing trouble for U.S. ships. So we got over there. Well, for the next, till 1967, when I got out of the Navy, we spent a lot of time. We made 2 different trips into that first one. We sat there and for 6 solid months steamed around a little point in the Gulf of Tonkin with just a couple of reliefs to run to the Philippines and then come back. Okay? Now, we was over there, made 3 cruises. One of them we just loaded the carrier flight deck, and that was airplanes, and hauled them over to Subic Bay in the Philippines. Now, other than that, nothing. By then, I had read, I had studied, and we had our noses up them Vietnamese people's butt. It was none of our business. Making the world safe for democracy. What a bunch of male bovine feces that is. And if you don't understand that, that means bull splatter. What falls out the back end of a bull and splats on the ground. Okay. That's all that kind of stuff. So I got out of the Navy. I wasn't going to join up and be re-enlist and be there, even though I enjoyed it. It wasn't supposed to be. That's not what we're supposed to be doing. If you look at since Vietnam, the war on drugs came out of Vietnam. Oh, there wasn't anything like that when I was in high school. There was a little bit of weed, there was a little bit of, but that's all there was. Having beer parties and stuff. But when that Vietnam War was going on good and everything, all that heroin and opium and all that kind of stuff, oh, that was coming into the country. And then politicians, war on drugs, just say no. Well, that was a bunch of crap. Now, you go back, you listen to music that was made in the 50s by the rock and roll people and that, in the 60s. You listen in the 70s. You'll start to hear a change as that Vietnam War was going on. And by the time the 80s was around, there was a lot of hate music. Loud, mean, cruel, nasty. And you got into the kill the cops and everything else and all that coming on. Think about it. I'll be back. Have a good day, and may God bless you.